trust us that this 4 days is one lifetime. And when you come to look back, you will hardly even be able to remember the beginning so long ago. You've done so much.
Arvon is the leading UK creative writing charity that believes that everyone can benefit from the transformative power of writing. We work with a variety of people from all walks of life, including people who've written or who've never written in their lives before, aspiring writers through to disadvantaged young adults and inner city school children, and we bring them all to our centres.
I think in essence the courses are exactly the same, which is that you get a group of people living with two writers or all living together for 5 days, and in that 5 days everyone's going to go on a journey, everyone's going to start exploring their imaginations, everyone's going to be learning things, obviously the skills learned, but it's a great personal journey for people. It's a journey of awakening, it's a journey of possibility.
And my experience of Arvon was life-changing. You know, it was what gave me the opportunity to meet people, and it gave me the confidence to, you know, go ahead with my graphic novel. The support that I had from both the tutors and the other students there really made me feel like I was doing something that was worthwhile and something that, you know, might go somewhere. And fortunately, and thanks to the Arvon course, it did.
For some people, attending an Arvon course is a huge risk because you're going into an environment that you have had no experience of before. But the great thing about Arvon is that it's incredibly welcoming. Everybody and anybody is welcome, and that's just absolutely smashing.
The courses take place in 3 different remote country houses in England, in Shropshire, Yorkshire and Devon. And as well as that, we have a house in the middle of the Highlands in Scotland.
I think the Arvon geography is important. I mean, not just in the sense that it's more or less manifest in all parts of the UK, but also that they are very beautiful, and it's very difficult to get a signal on your mobile phone. And those 2 reasons are, well, they mean that they're places which provide subjects as well as the means to write about them.
You're in these beautiful places. I think that really matters. The food is always amazing. The company is absolutely amazing. The walks are fantastic. And you get these experiences that are sort of quasi-spiritual experiences. It sounds so grand to say it, but they definitely are. And it is absolutely transformative.
Over the course of the week, this produces an incredible outpouring for most people, so that by the end of the week, they've got people go away with lots of work that they've produced they never thought they would be able to. And they've also got a way to move forward with that work because they've received constructive criticism from the writers there on the course.
No, we really put them to the grindstone. But you know, you get this great chance. You know, they're going to have the rest. They can have the rest of the year, the rest of the decade to write. You want to sort of give them as much as you possibly can, so they take it all away.
Yeah, I think the best thing about being here was me being able to refocus on my writing and just remembering to set goals for myself and recharging my passion for writing, definitely.
In 1968, those heady days, 2 poets, John Fairfax and John Mote, decided that they wanted to throw up in the air the way that poetry was taught to young people, which they thought was deadening their enjoyment of poetry at school. So they ran an experiment, if you like, in a medieval thatched house on the edge of Dartmoor, where they invited a group of 13 and 14-year-old teenagers to come and live in a house and learn how to think about poetry in a new way.
Arvon's arrival on the scene was not just dynamic, it was highly original. And I think a lot of the transfigurations that we've seen in writing opportunities for people in the wider world now do in some measure depend on the very good example that Arvon set right there at the beginning of all this. It's undoubtedly got something to do with the fact that very big names indeed chose to get involved in it, and that gave it a kind of gravity, gravitas, a sense of importance that has never diminished over the years, even though most of the key players in the early days aren't with us anymore.
Nowadays, Arvon runs courses for a huge variety of people. Besides our open programme, which is open to anybody in the general public to come to Arvon on one of our courses, we also have a very strong charitable remit, working with young disadvantaged people, often who have thought that writing wasn't for them, through to partnerships with voluntary organisations who are working with people like recovering drug addicts, through to the Writers in Prison network, because we believe that all of those people should have the opportunity to find their creative voice.
I think some of the writing, the quality of the writing that comes out of these partnership courses is quite astounding, actually. And it's very, very fresh writing, because they're people who have amazing stories to tell. So it's not just the quality of the writing, but it's what's being written about as well.
Arvon Foundation courses for Haddon still having a huge impact on my life. The boost of confidence, the level of friendships that I have now with people, and also the skill of writing. The impact was great, and I'm joyful that I had this chance and opportunity to go in an Arvon course.
The great thing about Arvon is that if you can't afford to attend any of the courses, you can apply for a bursary. So that makes it accessible to everybody.
I was lucky enough that both times I attended the Arvon courses, I was offered a grant to help me pay for it. I certainly wouldn't have been able to attend either time if I hadn't been given some assistance with the financial side of things.